cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense will come out first. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take... playmakers, and they got to wake up in this one, Dave.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year. Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows.
Oh, ball's out! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ready, fight! Igloo! It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touch.
Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Overton. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. On the move, it's Allen. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Really good coverage by this defense that they were aware of. On the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the run, it's Hardy. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incomplete... The QB's thrown to the tight end. You better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Denson. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. There he goes.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fires left. He's got an open man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Overton. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And they'll knock him down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Liz. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fleming. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's
touchdown, Clemson! And that one will give him the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impey if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. The RPO, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Third and goal. Let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to pass. It's Overton. Wideout trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. He'll take it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. The freshman call is...
On the 3rd play of the drive, third down. It's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Denson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Uncorks it. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop it.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Pulls it in on the right, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the...
Turning it on! He'll be brought down. Yard line, an explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock. Now under a minute to go. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Overton. Fears the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.